Hi stat students, I want to quickly go through a problem, work through a problem that's similar to the one that you have in your homework that probably is one of the trickier ones to work through. So let's go through this. Here's the example. At Excellent College, the mean ACT score of incoming students is 28 with a standard deviation of 3.3. If a special honors program is limited to students who have ACT scores that rank at the top 10% of the incoming class, what ACT score will be required for admission to the program? So you can see just by looking through this what are important things. There's our population mean for the group, our population standard deviation, and then this top 10%. So what you're used to working out is figuring out the z-score given an x minus the population mean divided by the population standard deviation. But in this case, we're not given a score. Actually, what we're trying to figure out is the score that's a cutoff for the top 10%. You know, so if we drew a normal distribution, if the mean is 28, what is going to be this cutoff to get here in this top 10%? What score would give us that? So we have to turn around the formula. We're figuring out solving for x now. So z times the standard deviation. And right now, what the information that we currently have that's in here, our mean is the 28 that we have there, and the z is what we got to figure out for times, and then we've got 3.3 for our standard deviation. So we've got to figure out this z, and the information that we have for this is this top 10%. So what we have to do is go to the z distribution in the back of the book in Appendix A, and then we're looking for the z that comes closest to 0.1000 in the tail of the back of the book. So here's the proportion, the tail here, and we look and I find 0.1003. That's the closest that we have here for this. Sorry for that. Sorry for this poor quality here. And then as we go across, that z-score is 1.28. That's related to that. So we're going to put our z of 1.28 here times 3.3. And so when we do that, 1.8 times 3.3, we got 5.94. So 28 plus 5.94, and that gives us 33.94. So for this particular problem, the cutoff score would be roughly 34 to be able to get into this honors program at a very good college with a mean ACT of 28. So the key here was they gave us that percentage here, and it was the top 10%. So we had to find the z-score that corresponded to that, and we did, and that z-score was 1.28. And then that's what we put into the formula to solve for x and to get our cutoff score. I hope that helps for your homework problem that you have.